listen, delighted for Ralph and Sheikh Fahad and Andrini, everybody, they're first class. So listen, it's like we'd like to just congratulate them and say well done, and it's brilliant for them.
And do you feel that the process is being conducted fairly and to your satisfaction throughout, even though there's disappointment?
I know, exactly, and I think it always is. Everybody does their best and makes decisions as they go along all the time, you know. So
it's clearly a fine judgment call. There was a sort of bubbling subtext through the inquiry that Bondi Beach might not have wanted to go by. What were you sort of thinking while that was being put out there?
I didn't really get that, Nick, to tell you the truth.
So you just felt that you had a fair hearing and you'd accept the decision?
Yeah, exactly.
Will you take it further, or is this the last stop now?
I know, I would imagine. So, like, listen, it's a process, and it went from, obviously, from Doncaster to here, and like, it wasn't our doing. Do you understand? So, listen, some you win, some you lose. That's racing, you know what I mean? So, and like, listen, I think it's great for obviously the connections of the mayor, you know. So everybody, and it's great for everybody, for racing going forward, and everybody.
Obviously, the biggest disappointment perhaps will be for Colm O'Donoghue, because it was a big classic success for him. What have you said to him subsequent to the inquiry? He acquitted himself pretty impressively in the hearing.
No, absolutely. And Colm did his best to give the horse a perfect, brilliant ride. And conducted himself very well. And like a professional man jockey he is, you know. So listen, obviously Colm loses the classic, but he's got others, and we'll get more, and that's the way it is. Life goes on, and listen, it's some days it works for us, some days it doesn't. It works for other people, and that's the way of racing in life. Like, what goes around comes around, and like, we're delighted to be the part that we are, and to be able to win some races some days.
What does the future hold for Bondi Beach?
I think he's going to Melbourne for the Melbourne Cup. So he seems to be in good form since Doncaster. So hopefully he'll travel down well, and hopefully he'll run well.